I totally screwed up my MobileX account. And I'm going to tell you guys how I did that so that way you guys don't make the same mistake. And I'll also kind of give you guys my updated thoughts on MobileX. First of all, shout out to those that are working behind the scenes to help build MobileX. I don't think people really kind of understand that this is a startup company and a small company that is growing. And I think people's assumptions are that there's this giant, set like building with a bunch of chat reps inside of it that are ready to work. And I don't even think it's that just yet. Judging by the way things are. So I just want to say to those that work for MobileX, to those that are currently handling the beta testers requests and questions and supporting us, thank you guys. To the president of MobileX, really reward your people because they are doing a fantastic job, in my opinion. And I've been working customer service, especially for telecom businesses, for a long time. So I guess I can say that I feel like I am qualified and fit to judge customer service based on these companies. So that's first of all. But how did I screw up my MobileX account? Okay, listen closely. So I was on the $25 30 gig plan after the 10-day trial for it to kind of get a feel for how I use my phone, and it recommended me 31 gigs when I first started, and I didn't want to take the pay as you use option because of course that was going to be more expensive than what I would pay if I just went with the 30 gigabyte plan, which is $25 a month. So I opted the $25 plan and was using it, was happy with it. Services was fantastic. Okay, this is not a review of just the services and network connection, C-band and all that stuff. This is a review of MobileX entirely. But yeah, so I went with the $25 plan. Now, it didn't auto-renew, and I knew there was going to be some bugs and kinks with the app as they're continuing to develop the app for primetime use when they roll this thing out for public access. And so I was like, hey, it didn't give me a way to restart the plan or anything, so I reached out to customer support, opened a support ticket, typed out my reasonings for reaching out to them, and it's my fault. It's not MobileX's fault. I should have looked at the chat thread first. So you type in your support ticket, and they may respond to you within seconds. It may be minutes, it may be half an hour, maybe an hour. But I am patient enough to wait. So after I put in my support ticket, I usually just kind of like close out the app and check back like an hour later. Just kind of give them time because they are helping other people that are having issues, if they are having issues, or just answering questions that people are reaching out to them for. So I know that I ain't the only customer that they have to attend to. So I was going back into the app to check the chat thread and see if I had gotten a response back in my open support ticket. And the wheel of data is what I call it. It's the first thing you see when you open the app. Told me that it had a new offer, right? So I was like, wait, I didn't do a 10-day trial for it to configure how I use my phone. So what is it talking about? So I clicked on it, and it was offering me basically stating that I use about like 12.34 gigabytes of data. That's what it predicted me of doing. So it was like, it was giving me an offer, and it was like I had 48 hours to accept the offer. So I was like, oh, okay, well then access to the $25 plan should be open. And me being a dumbass went through the whole steps of trying to get back on the $25 plan, not thinking like, wait a minute, let me double check and see what support had to say. So I went through the whole process, and it felt like I was signing up for services again. And I was like, oh, well, it had the option for eSIM because MobileX is now open to eSIM support. So I was like, hey, let me just use eSIM this time. So I clicked on eSIM, went through the whole process. Then it gave me a new phone number. And in my mind, I was like, okay, maybe the line was off for too long, and so my number got recycled. So I thought I was picking a new number for my original account. So I did. And I went through the entire process, and it ran into an error. Okay. So I went into the chat thread to see if there was anything that was posted in there in my open support ticket, and there was. And there was specific instructions to accept the offer. I think it was accept the offer. But literally like to just basically get the service active again, and then support would go ahead and make those effective changes for me to get me back on my right plan. But it was already too late. The damage has been done. I had literally requested to activate a new number through eSIM, on the same account, which that's a no-no. Like, you can't have multiple numbers on the same account. This is not a family plan. You have what's called extensions, where you can, I guess, you can link other accounts together, but only one phone number to one account. And somehow I went ahead and gone beyond that and put two numbers on one account. And so that caused a real bad bug issue for them. And right now they are working diligently to get that fixed. And I appreciate them for that. I did have another SIM card and made a secondary account, and that's what I'm using on the Pixel 7, which is the reason why that, the whole budget thing ended. Like I said, I'll have a video that will talk about my experience with the budget devices, mid-range devices, and why I stopped using it before even reaching 30 days, which sucks. I know, but it is what it is. And I'm going to be a straight shooter and honest with everybody. I'll have another video talking about that later on this week. What I want to say overall is because of my experiences, right? Which people would say, well, one of the issues was definitely your fault, Tito. Like, you royally screwed up. I know I did. And with all that, as a whole, the company as a whole, MobileX, not just their dependency on Verizon's network as an MVNO, not the clear call quality, the fact that I don't lose any or have any missing text messages, the fact that, the speeds are perfectly fine. But as a whole, the people, men and women behind MobileX that's making this company function, the ideas of all of them collectively together working as a team, their leader who does actually communicate with us on social media when we talk about his company, rather than being one of those CEOs who stays in the dark and just does not respond to people that even mention their company. This person, Peter Adderton, will communicate with you if you just tag him in your tweet, and you'll get a response back if it's something that's genuine that you want to know, or a genuine issue that you're having. If you're just like trolling, of course he's not really going to respond back. But yeah, as a whole, the company itself, I have faith in the company that it's going to grow and blossom into something amazing. So much that I am actually very interested in wanting to work for this company's customer service side once this thing rolls out to public access. As a matter of fact, if they offered me a job today, I'd take it. I take it because I actually believe in that brand. I believe in MobileX, that it's going to be great. Good options on both sides of the table, right? Even though they call it fake unlimited, and people might take offense to that. I don't know why you would take offense to that. To me, it's kind of funny that they call it that. But you can go with an option like that, or you can go with pay for what you use and possibly have a much lower monthly bill. But there's something on all sides of the table for customers out there, and I think that's one of the big things that's like, MobileX is awesome, you know what I mean? Like, I'm using Boost Infinite. I like Boost Infinite as well, and I'm going to keep it. And MobileX, obviously, yeah, I want to keep it, so it's still going, still pushing forward. But anyways, that's pretty much all I got to say really quickly in this video, and give you guys my little story of how I screwed up my account. If you guys enjoyed what I had to say, smash the like button. Really, really smash the like button, because it really helps me out. I would really appreciate it. Beats the algorithm, helps move my videos to more people for them to see. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that. We'd appreciate that too as well. And I'll talk to you on the next one. And as always, law.